And welcome back, as always, on this journey of tokusatsu. We are Half Hour Henshin. I am Sleepy Witch.
And I am DJ Azure, the 2.5D hero talking tuber.
And we're here to talk to you about Toku stuff yet again.
Yup. Still can't believe you were right last week.
Yes, and we will talk about that in depth. I will be gloating profusely. But yeah, Geats episode 21. I mean, God, the beginning with Buffa and his little side intro, going back through everything. Again, the format of making it a reality TV show with its little cuts is like really funny.
Yeah.
I love just having Gardner Man just be a little guy here with the new Jamato sponsor as kind of like the actual person in charge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then like as it starts, we see the Amori Hill. Oh wait, I forgot. I forgot. You haven't watched Akiba Rangers yet, have you?
I have not. Watched
Okay,
Akiba Rangers.
So there's a very famous screen cap where he's basically screaming that it's the Amori Hill, and in Toku, one of the settings that one of the sets they'll always use is that little like road that has like a small wall that has a bunch of squares in it that she's running up in this episode. That is the Amori Hill. It is on Toei's. It is on Toei's Studios lot, and it makes me sad because that means even if I go to Japan, I can't visit it and take a picture saying that it's the Amori Hill over there. But
no.
Yeah. I saw that.
Speaking about taking a trip to Japan, there's one place me and some friends want to visit. I don't know if you saw, but there is a quarry where they let you take pictures with the pyrotechnics behind you.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
I want to go so bad. I gotta take like a rider belt. I'll take the Desire Driver. Gotta pose that out, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, two big important things we saw from this like intro. One, Sparrow's back to help the Jamato as you know, another little play from the sponsor. But also we now know that the DGP gains its power from having a creation goddess. Which all I could think of is that Geet's mom? Is that Geet's mom? Is that Geet's mom?
I know, right? Oh man, especially because like the name like sounds like the name kind of would sound like it. Mitsune, Kitsune, yeah. Like, well, trickster god.
It's trickster god, but also like isn't there oh god, I forgot. There's like a famous like fox deity that's also like a Japanese folklore, isn't it? Like oh god. Kamane no give me a second.
Tamamo no Mae?
Yes, Tamamo no Mae. So I'm like, huh. Could that be it? But anyway, that's still pretty unconfirmed. Sparrow being back is cool. We see Lobo's family's in danger, and now it's a melon.
Which is really funny because, like, if you know, like Japanese melons like that are hella expensive.
Yes, those are like the premium like get well gift. Like if someone's bringing you a melon, they're either saying I really care about you or I'm really ballin', because these things are like hundreds of thousands of yen sometimes.
Yeah, they are so expensive there. I mean, like that's the reason why. Like, if you remember, I'm not sure if you played on N64 Yoshi Story, like you got the bonus for eating the 30 melons in a level. Like it's like they're rare. They're so rare.
Yeah, and then we got Geets saving us $1 million and picking up some buckles, and he gives one to Tycoon. But I love seeing his sponsor.
Yeah, it's so funny. Yeah. Oh my. Yeah, as I say, it's like saving people's not only your thing.
Yeah, and the sponsor's like, don't let him swipe the goods or whatever. My favorite part about that is it made me think of that meme where it's like oh god, Plankton and SpongeBob, and it's like, hey, tell him that's yours. Hey, that's mine. Now let him have it. You can have it. But with Kayla and Geets.
Yeah, it's really funny. That's because you could tell that that Ace is really trying to, like, you know, get that popularity now.
Yep.
It's like I can't just rely on combat anymore.
Yep. we saw Lopo, try to fight what's it called, Kawa over the zombie buckle, which she just gave up. But she's desperate. We get to see Buffa come, basically just take her out for the buckle. It was brutal
Mm-hmm.
too. He like slams her on the wall, on the floor a bunch of times, and like
That is Buffa style. So
yeah.
yep.
And
Oh
then
man.
Neon
And
covers for her, and she doesn't get destroyed. And who's gonna take care of your family if you die? And then
yep.
Geets, it's like, okay. Well, we can't have this guy interfering anymore, can we?
Yep. And and then he starts talking with the producer. He starts talking, yeah, and oh man, this it's always funny. I honestly really love the producer guy, but then again, maybe that's just my desire to be a producer myself in the future.
Maybe that'll be Azure. Right now, you're just producing this show. Uh,
Yeah, it's
but yeah, we get to
oh
see
man.
a cool talk, a cool hint about being from different times.
Mm-hmm.
Every time we see the Jamato with the Jamato tree with like the baby Jamatos growing, that thing is freaky and I love it. Uh, we get to see the like accusation of the disaster card, and then we get to see a good fight against the ye old regular delivery Jamatos. I love when they throw the fruits. It's very funny.
It is, especially like when they do like the funny like what's it called like they just expand like in the funny way.
Yes, it's very good. It's a good animation they've used there. The producer shows up, and we get another Henshin with the was it Vision Driver?
He is styling so hard in this. Oh man.
Yeah, so it looks really good. I'm personally more of a fan of the OG Glare color scheme. I like the reds and purples, but this is
Mm.
definitely like I'm supposed to be the highest good, guy. The gold, the white, the accents,
Yeah,
the
it's
black. It is a really clean looking suit. It is done really nicely, and I told you I really love that mask design where it's implying like the grasshopper eyes with having like a full face visor. It looks
mm,
really really nice, and then we've gotten the thing where all of them are some sort of like vision kind of riders
mm-hmm.
because
I
it
mean, it is
was
called Division
yeah,
Glare, and
it's
now
Vision, it's
Gazer.
Glare and Gazer. Someone, I think Common Drawer Asashi did some fan art of like a suit for Sumure, and I think they were saying about Common Rider Blink for her,
Mm,
especially if at some point she like defects, kind of like that she closes her eyes towards the DGP or something.
mm-hmm.
But very very cool stuff. Really nice
Yeah,
suit.
yeah,
We got to
yeah.
see double boost.
Oh, wait, I didn't see. Oh man, I don't remember the double boost because I think I was like still freaking out over just how brutal he was.
Okay, all right.
Like barrier fighting and like just stomping on him and like
Yes, it was
like
it was such a good fight. But
and,
sorry, I
and
meant double boost. Geet is using boost and Lopo is using boost. Like two of
oh
them are
okay,
using boost.
yeah, and yeah, one on the chest and one on the legs as well
I mean,
too. It
like
was
brought out the motorcycle, which is always fun to actually see.
yeah, everyone was like so excited. Oh my god, they brought back he's actually using the motorcycle.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
hey,
man.
the biggest disappointment I've had in Camp Common Rider was finding out that at no point during the main series does Coda actually ride a horse in the armor. I was so sad. The opening had me primed. I was like, I hope that is real. Please let me see him on horse.
Mm-hmm.
Please let me see him on horse. The biggest, my opinion, like the biggest like thing of this episode for me was the Buffa getting stomped, and then immediately like when he switches to zombie buckle to like not die.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you cheated death again.
And then again, this is stuff where it's like the producer stuff being so meta and being like, are you real? I only care about things that are real and realistic, and because you survived twice, that means you're real enough for my show. And it's like, even though he's obviously a detriment, even though he's obviously a guy fighting for the opposite, because it fits his agenda and his planning for the show, he's like, okay, yeah, as long as you work.
Yeah, it's so
Also,
good.
him just like standing on him and like wiping his shoes on him.
Yeah, it's so good. Like, oh man, he
Intense.
like there's nothing but style
Yes. And
when it
again,
comes to him.
Toku has to do a lot of hard work for the action scenes in the suits to like be giving people personality through suits that for the most part cannot emote by themselves.
Hmm.
And so the body language and stuff is chef's kiss. Super good. We get to see, again, the countdown. We're waiting till the last minute. Giant melon. Uh, but Lopo gets caught at the end by the plan itself, and
Hmm.
Neon rushes in to save her, and we finally get the conclusion to the thing they were talking about when Lopo gets voted out, unanimously, even by herself, which is she wasn't the disaster. It was Neon, and she found the card, which which I knew. I did it. I called it. I outsmarted the children's television show. I did
Okay,
it.
you make it sound like terrible when you put it that way. But at the same time, I was too optimistic. I'm just like, oh, I'm a kid. I'm gonna be enjoying this children's TV show, and then it's like I'm not thinking about it too hard. I'm not thinking about it too hard unless it's Don Bros.
I try not to think about Don
What
Bros. Don Bros.
is exhausting.
To think about, yeah, but I love it.
Oh man,
But seeing,
but yeah, I it's like last week. I'm like, yeah, it's like I was like a lot of people like where it's like, oh, they wouldn't make one the main people be the disaster, right? It wouldn't make sense. And then we see this happen, and we're like, oh,
oh, and then the worst part is finding out it was the new host who left the card off in her thing.
yep,
And then we get,
completely rancid vibes.
oh my god, he does. And then we get the new rule. The audience can vote for any common writer they wish, which means not even official writers, which is, it's cool. That's nice. And then we get the best part of the next episode preview, which is the gazer suit breakdancing, doing the worm.
Oh yeah, the glare suit breakdancing.
Yeah,
It's
gazer, not the glare.
so funny.
The glare suit break something, and then we get to see someone who we don't know yet, and we just hear him talking to Neon, and it's like, I can't leave you. You're too naive. So I'm like, oh, are they bringing in the Neon fiance
Oh,
to
let's
complicate
see.
things? Because I mean, if he was like a well-to-do dude from like the business side, he might be involved in some way with like the sponsorship stuff.
Yeah, or more than likely, it would probably be her mom, like basically trying to bring the fiance to like forcefully,
Yep. But
like yeah,
as
make her live that way.
yep, and but as you know, it's stuff involving with the sponsor. Maybe she gets involved in as a sponsor as well through she's married to the dad, so maybe she's got some sway to like bring him in, which is, man, that's gonna make things complicated.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm actually not sure. I mean, like maybe the unknown person is whoever's in the glare suit, like. Like it's like say, oh well, I mean, if you're gonna do this, here we'll give you the glare suit, and we'll find out that her fiance is like a fuck boy.
Maybe that's currently, that would be the assumption. You never know. I don't know. I think it'd be funnier if he just wasn't. He's just actually totally perfectly nice. It's just Neon doesn't know him. He doesn't care. But
it's
no,
not her choice.
yeah, but no, I don't know. After seeing the glare suit breakdancing, that's gotta be the host. I mean, they say they're gonna fight the game master, and he's wearing a vision driver. Like, I don't know. Maybe they're pulling a double, triple fake out, but I don't. I don't think anyone else would do the worm in that suit. I think that totally fits him. So
It would. I'll believe it. I'll believe it.
but
Oh
before
man.
talking about Don Brothers, a quick aside. We got the Osama King Sentai King Oja trailer.
Oh man. Just 15 seconds. It's ridiculous. Like, I
15
can't believe it.
seconds. The suits look so good in motion.
Hmm.
The
Yeah, and like,
Mhm.
yeah, one of my buddies was talking about this, but like, was like saying about how all the suits, even for like the grunts, are all padded. So we're like hoping that people are gonna just take some hits. Like that's what we're hoping. Like people are just gonna take hits.
Yeah, I do really love the framing of this trailer. I love that for a lot of the poses and for a lot of the action that we see them do. They're like swishing the little side cape around.
Hmm.
Very dynamic, very good. Yeah, the little guys are padded, which is both they're going to be taking some hits, but it also fits nicely into the like insect theming with like carapaces and
Yeah, I was gonna say
aesthetic
like
in
yeah,
general.
is that like larva-ish like type of I'm not sure what type of insect that's supposed to be, but
They kind of
yeah,
look
there's
like
that.
larvae. They could be like little, like I don't know, like dung beetles. I'm
Mhm.
not really sure because I can't get like a good look at them. They
Yeah,
look cool. I like them for the grunt design.
yeah, and from what we know, like in particular already, is that apparently they are um they're kings of 5 different kingdoms. So I think like that first like split screen, you do get to see a little bit of each. So we'll
Yeah,
see. We'll yeah,
we'll
like
see how it
we'll see how it
goes.
is.
That's a good thing. Maybe we'll get a first episode that's like a little bit of each, or maybe,
Mhm.
or maybe if they're going the long route, kind of the way Don Brothers did, but in their own way. Maybe we're gonna get 5 different first episodes for those first 5 weeks, where
I
we get
wouldn't be
like an episode
surprised.
for each of them and getting their whole thing. Maybe setting them up to wherever they meet, whenever they get together, whatever's going on. You know, as always,
And s- and as and as
love the
someone
masks.
yeah, and as someone was joking, for some reason Kaito is still there.
I wish Kaito was still there. I love him. I've loved him in the background of Don Brothers.
Yeah, and it's
Which,
gonna be really funny to talk about it like in just a bit, but
I mean,
like
let's
oh
let's
man,
let's just get to it now. We didn't have a lot of extra things to talk about this week, so
yeah, I mean
Don
yeah,
Brothers.
yeah, other than like next month there being another Massiverse comic, which I can't wait for,
Oh my
just
god,
because it's
yeah,
Massiverse. Yeah,
yeah. Gonna haven't been there in a bit. Gonna hit up the comic shop tomorrow to visit my friend who still works there. She's been feeling kind of down, but
mm,
I'm gonna go bring her a snack. But ah,
but
yes,
yeah,
diplomacy, the Don Cerebran conference. This is so funny. I lost my mind when I saw the preview. I was so excited to watch this episode, and it was good. I loved just the premise that they're sitting down and talking it out. Taro, who's like super excited to like be doing it at the start, and by the end of it is like, I'm really bored. Can we just move this on? My vote counts for 100 because I'm in charge.
yeah, it's so funny. And then like what is it? And then we see the other 4, 5, and 6, and they're all just insane. Like obviously, what is it?
They're all
Sonoroku
crazy.
is yeah,
I love
Sonoroku is like all about pumping iron. Sonogo is very like I'm the fairest one of all. And then of course we've already met Sonoshi, who is
who's
obsessed with cleaning.
yep. And
Ugh.
honestly, like I don't know, his vibes. I like him the least out of the other two new ones. I like the other two. They're kind of wild. I don't care much for Sonoshi, but I really love that they asked Kaito like, "Who are you?" And he's just like, "I'm someone
Yeah,
special," and just moves
yeah,
on.
exactly. It's so funny. It's like like someone that quiet. You must be someone special. It's so funny.
Yeah,
I,
I love seeing Kijino who like legit like falls onto the floor. And I just love just the little scene of everyone ordering and him having their stuff like out like instantly.
hmm Well, I
Uh
mean,
not
Cafe Dunborough is very well stocked.
Yeah, not only that, but it's like seeing their what's it called? Seeing like just the varied taste of what everyone likes and what they're into.
Hmm
Uh Especially I forgot how into Kibidango Taro was until I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's his whole shtick. Just the general vibes of the conference were good. We don't have to get too much into detail. 'Cause I think that one's just really funny to
yeah.
watch on its own.
And then Kijino, like just complaining anytime like there's like any sort of love happening or like any sort of
He's so
relation.
sad. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I know Kijino's been shifty. I know he's been shitty, but like, I'm feeling a little bad for him. I mean, his wife is gone.
I mean, talking about feeling bad. I mean, we haven't it's like where's Jiro, and then he's alone, like no one checked up on him. I'm actually starting to feel bad.
He's just crying in the woods, dude. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be completely honest. I feel super bad for Jiro. But then we see the other three cerebreds basically causing trouble, kidnapping people, and I love the very funny joke that all of them are like crazy, and like the other two are like, I can't believe that one's so crazy. If we wouldn't work together, I'd never hang out with him because he's insane. And then it switches and it'll be someone else like stealing people, and it's like, man, if I didn't work with him, I would not be here hanging out with him.
And the funniest part too is that it goes back to like what happened. I'll become a Hitotsuki 4, 5, even 6 times. Jokes come in threes. Right? It's like, yes, Chief Editor. I'm like, oh my god, it's so good.
I love seeing him and Haruka talk about manga. It's very funny. Just everything. I loved. Oh my god, the thing with Sono Go is the new lady, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Her bit when she goes to kidnap humans, and it's like, am I the fairest of the who's the most beautiful woman? And it's like, oh, took you too long to respond, kills you, and then it's like, who's the fairest woman? And it's like, it's you, right? Don't say something so obvious. Kills you. Not only that, but like by the end of the peace conference, fucking Saru and editor not wanting to vote in agreement.
And then after that, what is? But that's right. We finally get to see Taro's dad again, and then we get, oh no, it's True Hero, and then gets on a knee, and everyone's like, what the?
Yeah, everyone's like, who is Kaito? Like,
he's like, it's fun working here, and then it just walks off. It's so good, and then he gets his tea, and then like silently, it's like, at first I thought Taro was just gonna take it. No, he was putting a bunch of sugar into it, and then like hands it over, and Taro's dad is just as weird.
I mean, he's just got a little bit of a sweet tooth, okay? So I do like his little hand sign, like, okay.
Yeah. I was doing it when I saw it too. I'm like, how? Yeah,
it was good. Works. I also like the tale of like the Dawn brothers are based on the tale of Momotaro. So why do you think you have an Oni? And Haruka's immediately like, wait, is the final boss me?
So good.
And then he just leaves. And then we get the revelation to her that like Sononi did actually die, and Inuzaka like brought her back.
Yeah.
Which, I'm sorry, I love when they do the little special effects and her being like, thank you, with the lovey-dovey font and like the hearts that come out of her mouth, and it just flies over to him and he just turns away, ice cold, and like freezes and ignores her, and she's just so sad.
And then Kijino, no, none of this relationship stuff again.
Stop doing relationship stuff. This is so dumb.
And then we see that they're still open for business, and Haruka's just like, this place is still open.
Yeah, what I thought was really funny is I love that Kijino's straight up like being disagreeable, and they're like, why? It's like, I'm just upset, okay?
Yeah, and
also it's like, I love how like the conflict for the Hitotsuki is that they walked into this cafe, the boyfriend thought the two other girls were hot, and she like heard his inner thoughts.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous. And oh, that's right. And then 4, 5, and 6 walk in, and there's a laugh track.
Bro, yeah, fucking.
What is this show?
7. I love how 7 like literally looks at the camera, and we get to like zoom in like at his face as the laugh track plays.
Yeah, it's so, and it's like they're like saying, it's like, guys, we've been being annoying around town. Why haven't you guys shown up yet? It's so funny.
And then we get duo Hitotsukis who fight each other, are in love, and Kijino immediately goes like, no, we're not having relationship stuff here. And then he gets just sucked in.
Yeah, and the funniest thing too is like it's like you are the last person to talk about relationship issues. The absolute last person.
Yep. And during the
Oh, man.
battle, we lose Taro too, gets sucked in. We see some what looks like really traumatic stuff happening to Jiro.
Yeah.
Some some
Yeah.
some other fight is kind of happening. The 9 Dawn Bros, and then we get to see. Not only do we get to see what looks like a complete Jiro and the Cerebrans working at the cafe, the complete Jiro hoping things kind of work out for him. I do feel really bad, but then I love how at the end we get to hear the voice from the old man from the Odin part.
Mm-hmm.
It was very good, very excited. I mean, hey
Yeah.
man, we got 3 more episodes, and so far, I mean, what we've been getting for Don Brothers has been top class. I have been having so much fun.
Yeah,
Which
do we actually have a final boss though? Do we actually have a final boss? Will it be complete Zero? Will it be like will it be 4, 5, and 6? Like who are we gonna see? Because if we say 6 Dawn Brothers, then it might just be the original 3 and the 6 Dawn Bros. Like that's what it might mean by 9, but I'm not sure exactly.
I mean, I just assumed it was the 6 Don Brothers plus the three Cerebrans.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, considering that two of them are gone right now, if we just take the 3 that are left, the three original and the 3 later Sarah Brands, that also might mean the 9. So that might also be a thing too until they get Taro back.
Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, I'm sure Taro will be fine. He has no connections to heaven or hell, so he can't die. Uh, God,
Yeah, like
that's still such a good lie. I have no bonds with heaven or hell, so
it's so
functionally I'm
good.
immortal.
Yeah,
Also, like, I'm
I love
glad
it so much.
the thing that like truly broke Kijino's thing on refusing to believe she's a bestial was that he accused Taro of lying, and they're like, Taro can't lie.
Yeah, and then he just completely crumples.
Bro, it's yeah. I feel a little bad for him again. Really feeling it from Jiro, which like they asked where he was like, oh, he's dealing with some things, and you just see him like on the floor crying.
Yeah, that oh man, like
Oh,
I legit feel bad because like it basically like literally
dude,
no one wants him around.
it,
Like at first it was a joke, and then it's like, oh hey, it's still a joke, and
well,
then it turns into
yeah.
actual
Well,
sadness.
again, the new people didn't want him around because they didn't know him that well. He's got a little bit of a personality that you have to like deal with, but like it turned out that the people who did want him around weren't even real, and his dad is dead.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I don't know why it seems like there's some weird like icy relationship between Taro and his dad, or what's going on there, because they like basically like Taro almost didn't look at him. He like served him the tea, but like was almost avoiding looking at him. So I don't know if there's something going on there, but Jiro's guardian like passed on.
Yeah, I honestly, yeah, honestly, I'm not sure at this point. At the same time, I don't think there's anything wrong with Taro and his dad. Like, I think they basically are there. Like, they like he's grown up. He's grown from needing his dad's guidance. Like that. Like that's how I see it. Because
Yeah,
like
but
they're
like
literally just doing their thing. Because he knows that his job is to keep the bestials at bay, and then he's
which
like
is
Taro
weird
still
because like
respects him.
at the beginning you think that like that's like a place you're trying to save him or get him out of there. So just like seeing that just be like, no, he just works there. He's fine.
Mm-hmm.
He can also just kind of leave sometimes if he wants to.
Yeah, exactly. Man,
Again,
I don't.
what is the true hero? What is special about him? I need to know. I love that it seems everyone knows except everyone in the main cast because Taro's dad knew. It seems everyone else in like the world knows because like his photo books sell out. Someone knows what Kaido's doing.
Yeah, I mean, like the other thing too, though, like it's okay. Do you want to know the spoilers for Zenkaiger?
No, actually.
Okay, so I'm not gonna say the spoiler for Zenkaiger, but there is massive theories about
Okay.
who Kaito is, and I've been thinking this, and I don't know if I'm going to see it or not. Also, it's kind of funny too how Kaito like spoke more in this episode than I think in the rest of the series combined.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Look, he's playing his character through and through. He's a quiet, forlorn hero.
He is so funny.
He's
like
great.
Yeah, he was such a good addition to the series. Like it's just insanity, and I love it. Oh man, this it's so good. Oh man,
it's a lot. It's a lot, but it's a lot that we get to love. And with that, our 30 minutes are just about up. Thank you again to our patrons. I will be reminding you the stickers are going out soon. They're being delivered to me to send out relatively soon. And this month of February, Don Momotaro sticker.
yeah.
Other than that, thank you for listening as always. I've been Sleepy Wit.
And I've been DJ Azure.
Bye-bye.
Later.
This program is brought to you by
Our unending love of tokusatsu.
If you enjoyed the show, please be sure to like and subscribe.
And hit the bell for notifications. And if you would like to support us further, consider becoming a patron at our Patreon, Half Hour Henshin.
You can get some exclusive benefits, such as your name in the credits and joining our sticker club. Or, if you want to help with a one-time donation,
you can also find us at Ko-fi at Half Hour Henshin. You can email us with any questions or theories at halfhourhenshin@gmail.com or on Twitter at halfhourhenshin.